Thank you, Chairman Demaria, Dr. McGuirk, other members of the board. Good evening to you. Good evening to everyone who has joined us tonight. We have some very special presentations, and I'm very honored to be able to present some of our students tonight who have done some preparations that I think we are all going to enjoy. February has been designated as the month-long observance of School Board Appreciation, which is sponsored by the Virginia School Boards Association. The theme of this year's celebration, Turning Vision into Results, reflects the top priority of local school board members as they advocate for public education with local, state, and federal leaders. Each school in the division has prepared a special presentation for each school board member. They will share their presentation in the following order. Baldwin Elementary School for Mrs. Purdy, Dean Elementary School for Mrs. Sebeski, Hayden Elementary School for Mr. Williams, Round Elementary School, Mr. Bushnell, Weems Elementary School, Mr. Albrecht, Mayfield Intermediate and Metz Middle Schools for Mrs. Kiefer, and Osborne High School for Mr. Demaria. They will come in that order. Good evening.
Good evening.
We are very excited to be here, and I have brought some friends with me. We have Cheyenne Carter from first grade. We have Giselle Reyna from second grade. Alexis Gallegos from second grade. Ada Husband from third grade. And Noe Aguilar from fourth grade. And we have some things that we would like to present to Miss Purdy. Yes, please. The first item that we have is from our pre-kindergarten.
If you're a parent, you know how much these hands mean.
And our theme all year has been building the future. And we do appreciate all that the school board is doing to help Manassas City build the future for our students. Our next presentation is from Davon Carter, a third grader. He is showing what kindergarten is presenting. She's a little worker. Next, we have Cheyenne Carter from first grade showing off their artistic ability for the new Baldwin.
Oh my, look at this. I'm gonna show that to everybody. It says yay. And then this one's got a clock in the roof. And oh my goodness. I think my favorite is the beehive on this one.
Next, we have Giselle Reyna from second grade presenting thank you cards.
Aw, thank you very much. It's very, very creative, and I really like color.
And we and we have Ada Husband, third grade, presenting poems.
Oh, and this looks like a very lovely one.
Okay, she'd like to read her poem.
Great.
Future. Fabulous work, unending hard days, teamwork under a lot of pressure, ready and prepared for each day, establish great things.
Nice. Very, very nice. Thanks.
And we have Noe Aguilar that has a thank you letter he would like to present.
Dear Ellen, Miss Purdy, thank you for hiring Miss Schroeder. She's a great teacher. Thank you for making Baldwin a great place to be. Thank you for keeping us safe and making sure we learn what we need to learn. Thank you for helping our school be a better place. And thank you for thinking of our new school, Baldwin Intermediate. I think it was a great idea for a new school. Go Rockets.
Thank you.
You guys did a wonderful job. Beautiful reading, lovely artwork, and I really, really like the Go Rockets.
Parents know that?
Mrs. Skabeski, can you come down front, please? Why don't you stand right here? Jenny Dean Elementary School wants to thank you for your service to our community, and now I now present to you Jenny Dean Elementary.
Cute.
We're looking for revision. We're results.
We have to use the surgery. We have to find the vision. Today we're for the outcome. We're results. We're results. We're looking for the vision. We're results. We're results. We're results. Are you sure? I think I have a name. Are you sure? I heard she is part of the vision. There she is. It's Miss Kamala Sebeski. Good evening, Miss Sebeski. We're looking for a vision. Good evening, Miss Sebeski. We want to thank you now. Thank you for the vision. We are your big results. Results, we're results. We're looking for the vision, we're results. Let us tell you a story from the court of Jenny Dean. It has rhythm, rhyme, and reason. Was such a wonderful scene. Once upon a time. No, actually all the time. Our school is full of fun. If I didn't know any better, I think we charge the sun. It's all of our energy with everything we learn. It's definitely your vision that's given us our turn. We're results. We're results. We're results. As a result of your vision, I am a very good leader and a very good actor. As a result of your vision, I have a library full of books to learn. As a result of your vision, I love to read and I'm a good writer. As a result of your vision, I write well and I want to learn my way. As a result of your vision, I am going to send out and read my books to the world. As a result of your vision, I can make easy learning down. As a result of your vision, I write 2 diaries of I want to take books. As a result of your vision, I'm good at writing and I love to read. As a result of your vision, I am good at spelling. As a result of your vision, fractions bow down to me. As a result of your vision, I know the whole multiplication table. As a result of your vision, math questions circle me. As a result of your vision, I can do 300 math problems in 2 days. As a result of your vision, I love science. I know the entire periodic table, and I'm almost done reading the Harry Potter books. Thank you, Miss Sebeski. We want to thank you now. Thank you, Miss Sebeski. We want to thank you now. Thank you for the vision. We are your big results. We're results. We're results. We're looking for the vision. We're results. We're results.
I'm sure that can be arranged.
You can't leave though.
Good evening, Mr. Williams. Could you come on down and meet our friends? Not many people know the incredible work that school board members put in each and every day at work. They have their own jobs, and so all of you are amazing for taking the time to really both look forward and look back at some of the things that you've done. And you have touched these students, Mr. Williams. I have Anaya, I have Gabri, I have Andrew hiding here, and Miss Dasha. And they were all touched by a visit you made to their classroom. So those little things that you do are snapshots they'll remember. And I have Gabri, Gabri and Anaya are going to read a letter that they crafted for you.
Dear Mr. William, thank you for coming to read for us. I think you are a hard worker. Thank you for supplying the schools with transportation and other supplies. Thank you for the security of our school.
It's amazing how much the school board does for all the schools. I probably wouldn't have known all this cool information if you didn't come, so thank you.
I would be proud if I was a part of the school board, so I hope you are proud too. Sincerely, Gabri.
So I wish we had a show. But we do have, of course, these flowers were all crafted by the children, and they're there for you to celebrate and remember all of the things that you do, the little lives that you touch each and every day. And for that, we thank you. Right? What do you guys all say? Those are all the thank you cards for all that you do.
Thank you.
All right. Good job, you guys.
Good evening. We are here to honor Mr. Bushnell. He's not here, but so we're going to present this to all of you. I have with me members of our SCA, our Student Council Association, who are going to say a few nice words. They are very influential in our building, providing leadership to other students, and very much like the leadership you provide us, and that we trickle on down to our students. So we have Hannah, Nina, Audrey, and Darlene here. So take it away. Make sure he's
Round Elementary would like to thank Mr. Bushnell for his many years of service to our school board. He is a true professional and always cares about what's best for us kids. Our school made some thank you notes to show our appreciation. We also have Round Raccoon gift bag full of school spirit goodies for him. And we also made that poster up there. With turning vision into results, our future will be so bright, we need shades. There we go. Mine wouldn't go on. Put them on. Thank you, Mr. Bushnell.
Good evening, school board. We had a hard time getting past the great results up there, so we thought we'd come down this side. Good job, Jenny Dean. Our school board member is Mr. Scott Albrecht, but I noticed that he is missing, so accepting for Mr. Scott Albrecht, I hope will be the chairman, Mr. Tim Demiria.
Okay.
Would that be all right? Just so we're not presenting to at random. And I am not going to introduce my children because I think it's more important that you meet the faces of two of our teachers at Weems Elementary. First of all, I would like to introduce one of our kindergarten teachers, Miss Samantha Mullen, and one of our third grade teachers, Miss Kristen Stevens. And these young women have done a fabulous job getting results out of their children and putting them in a way to present to Mr. Albrecht at this time. So I'm going to turn it over to them to introduce the students and show you the results of some of the great work that is happening in their classrooms.
Hello. So this is me and Ms. Stevens' second year of being a Buddy Reader class. So all of her students come to my class and they read to the kindergarten students. So it was my vision for my kindergartners to learn how to read not just from adults or teachers, but from also their peers as well. And they love it. They ask every day if Ms. Stevens' class is coming.
Hi, and it was my vision, Buddy Reading with Sam's class, to teach my third graders to see themselves as leaders and role models, not just for reading, but for just being a good student overall. And so we really appreciate all that you do to help us turn our vision into a reality. So we have with us Kaylee from third grade and Gabriel from first grade, and they just have a little something to... Kindergarten, sorry. They just have a little something to share. Can we use this?
I can pick them up. There we go. That works. All right, ready?
Oh.
No, this one. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much
This one.
for making our school a better place to learn. Thank you so much for being a positive role model. Thank you so much for helping us reach our goals.
So our classes collaborated together to make a giant thank you card for Mr. Albrecht. It just includes some writing that they worked on together that said how they benefited from buddy reading with each other and what they've learned and how they've enjoyed working together. So thank you.
Thank you guys very much. And we've got a picture of Mr. Albrecht on the front. Not quite that bald or short, but still, I'll make sure that he gets this. And your uniform looks great. Congratulations, you guys. You did a wonderful job.
Thank
you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you guys.
Do you want Mayfield to go first?
Good evening. These Mayfield Bobcats are here this evening to honor Mrs. Kiefer. Now, I have to tell you that right now you're a bit of a local celebrity at Mayfield Intermediate School. Everyone here might not know that about a week ago, Mrs. Kiefer made her broadcast debut on our Friday morning broadcast. And not only do we think she's a great school board member, but we also realize she had some great talents in front of the camera as well. So Lee would like to thank you for joining us that morning for our broadcast. I'd like to present to you Lee Tedford, Kylie Donovan, Haley Comerford, Haiti Velasquez, and Nalin Theodore. And we are going to present to you some letters that we wrote, and then we have a few items we'd like to present you with.
Nope.
Oh,
mic.
right here, that's right. I just watched that happen.
Dear Mrs. Kiefer, Team 1 of our broadcast club would like to thank you for providing and approving the budget for Manassas City Public Schools. The money allows us to participate in activities at school like Broadcast Club. The money also provides the technology we have here at Mayfield, and without it, we would not have broadcast. The budget also provides transportation. If you didn't provide it, we couldn't go from school to home after our after-school programs. Thank you for providing extra programs we can participate in. We can have a better college applications and a better variety of jobs when we grow up. From yours truly, Alyssa Northern, Haiti Velasquez, Ariana Young, Madeline Hosklau, Kayla Konkos, and me. Dear Mrs. Kiefer, thank you for approving the Manassas City Public School budget. As you do this, you supply us with many school programs. You also supply us with after-school programs, building repairs, and maintenance. After-school activities are very important to our students. Students love playing basketball, volleyball, and even soccer. This allows kids to socialize and have some fun after school. This also allows students like us to be in Broadcast Club. Building repairs and maintenance are also very important. Without the school board paying for the repairs, the ceiling might just be falling apart. Without maintenance, the floor would be filthy, the lights wouldn't work correctly, and the air conditioning wouldn't work as well as it does now. Sincerely, Nolan Theodore, Kylie Donovan, and Connor Higby.
And then we'll present that right after she's done.
Dear Ms. Kiefer, thank you for your service in the school board. I really appreciate the music programs at Mayfield. I play the flute and have a wonderful teacher. Thank you for providing money for the music programs. The school wouldn't be the same without them. I also appreciate the technology at the school. The computers allow us to type up essays, learn new things, and take tests. The iPads allow us to explore in a different way. Thank you for your service in the school board. It is greatly appreciated. With gratitude, Fionette King.
Okay, and now Haley would like to present you with a drawing that she created, and this represents how your hand touches the students in all of our schools. Nalin would like to present you with a banner from our 6th grade students. And Lee would like to present you with a little basket of goodies from Mayfield, and in there, don't worry, is a copy of the CD of your broadcast debut at Mayfield Intermediate School. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so you get 2 of us. And we kind of have a secret weapon. We got to have your daughter. So she helped us with lots of really good stories to kind of make a fun poem to appreciate you. And we also have a survival kit for school board members. So we'll read a little bit about that in a minute. So here's the poem, all for you. Before congrats goes out to the newest member of the board, your daughter was nice to share some stories on your accord. Like the time of your first meeting when nothing bad was said, as you failed to see the microphone on light above your head. Or the other head incident when you had a construction hat that saved you from the boom whack of Met's orchestra bat. Funny thing is, rumor has it, you stated that event was so fun, even though your daughter was the guilty whack-a-mole one.
What about your video pics that have some hidden location of your OMG Mom dance moves at the staff convocation? Luckily, no one has yet come across them and posted online, as I'd have to answer whose mom is that with an mine. Oh, and hope your broadcast advice doesn't fumble with the Mayfield students you saw as Junior Bryant Gumbel. But as now your actions represent more than one little girl, they shine brightly for MCPS like a newly appointed pearl.
So thank you. And because this is your first year, we thought a survival kit would be appropriate. So I will let you know what's inside of here. We have batteries to keep you going, bubble wrap for stress relief, a rubber band to stretch that budget, erasers to fix all the little mistakes, Band-Aids to help with the district's problems, bubbles to remind you to have a little fun, extra gum to help you go that extra mile, crayons to color each of your days bright, a candle to remind you to keep shining, to keep helping our students' bright futures, lifesavers for when you have one of those days, and a gold star to remind you to keep shining and that you do make a difference. So thank you for all that you do.
You're very welcome, ma'am.
If you would like, you can have it. Okay, perfect.
On behalf of Osborne High School, we would like to honor Mr. Tim DeMaria this evening. And so when we were giving this some thought, we thought to be relevant, and the most appropriate way we could do this is to write you an original rap. And so we've done that, and Mr. Jeffrey Johnson, the author, is also going to perform it now. He's a junior at Osborne.
Okay. How's everybody doing?
Good for now.
All right, so can we get a round of applause to all the other schools again real quick? All right, so Tim, you're a pretty cool guy. See, what I was gonna do, I was gonna make a speech, try to get the facts and everything, but I didn't want the facts, I wanted personality. So I went around and I asked some of your friends and some who aren't too fond of you, and I have put together the Tim DeMaria rap. Yo, Tim DeMaria, he's one heck of a guy. He graduated as an Eagle, so we must be fly. Now, I know you all think Tim's one of the rest, but let me tell you a few reasons why this chairman's the best. Not only was he an Eagle, but he's also a fan. See, a spirit so big that it fills up the stands. And if you heard his voice, then you just might fear him because he cheers so loud his own wife won't sit near him. When it comes to football, his voice gives off a boom. And when a free throw is made, he's the loudest in the room. He's the good old boy type with no stress or no tensions. But if he wasn't her boss, Miss Benner would give him a detention. Not because he was trouble, just to settle him down, because it takes a lot of focus with his role in the town. Most of you only see the business side, the charisma and charm, but when he's not growing our schools, he's planting his farm. Side note, he is the side father. Facebook, look him up, side father. Despite his title, Tim doesn't sit around. He's always on the move trying to better the town. He cares for the kids as they were all his own. As long as Tim has the chair, the kids are never alone. He's got to stay balanced from work and the fun, but at the end, on top, his family's number one. Since 2006, we watched his Tim grown, so now I think it's time we turn that chair into a throne. So, Tim, this is your throne, and I got to be honest real quick. Behind all the suits and ties, there's a guy that really cares. So all of us here are grateful that you still have the chair. So thank you, Tim, for supporting all the sports and the classes because you're leader of the whole world. Well, the schools of Manassas.
Thank you to all of our students. Those were wonderful presentations. If we could